Yo, what up? It's your boy, that kid Shady. Now, I mean, I know I've been gone for a minute. I just been super busy handling stuff. So we here now, you know what I mean? So let's get right into it, man. It is 2026. We got Cuban Link, Tony Sunshine Drama live on Instagram. You know, Tony went on Instagram and started talking about, he actually posted his performance with On the Radar. You know what I mean? He did his thing, whatever, right? Cuban Link ended up commenting on it. This is what he had to say. He said, I got the perfect song for you to sing, Baloney Pony. Do The Great Pretender over. I think you would kill that song. Plus, fits its meaning to the core. And then Tony replies saying, how's that hike going for you, Stinky? Finish your rehab and get ready for your imaginary beef with Jadakiss when you get out. For you guys that don't know, Cuban called out Jada a while ago. I'm not getting into that. That's just the context. Certain fans hopped into the comment section, left comments. You know, people were taking sides with one another. I'm not going to read those comments, but if you guys want to check them out for yourself, the post is on Instagram on Tony's page. Tony then ended up replying to some fan saying, I think you and Cuba are two bums that need to go take a bath somewhere. You smell like nut sweat. And here's the thing Cuba won't tell you. That when I catch you, I'm going to break your mouth for that stunt you pulled. Oh, you think I don't know who you are? Right, Goofy? Cuban ends up going saying, my rehab, LMAO, you king dope fiend. You know when I'ma see you, but you specially now tag my nuts on that. Tony replies to Cuban saying, you ain't doing ish but crying out for a hug as usual, homie. And that extra tough killer you gonna punish someone ain't shaking nobody. In your mind, you gonna do something to me. And on my mother, it's going to be a sad story because it ain't gonna go how you think. Your best bet is to leave me alone and go about your business because this ain't 1996 or 2000. This is 2026. Remember that, killer. So, another response from Tony saying, a decade plus clean, sober, and rich, and it makes you sick. I hope you know that the dope fiend talk coming from you makes people chuckle. You really thought and think you hide it well, huh? I ain't afraid to tell my story and real enough to tell it if it could save some lives. Stop running from the truth and accept that you are a addict, Cuba. This the type of talk you don't like. Now, I'm going to step in on this one. I ain't never, ever heard of Cuban being an addict of any sort. Maybe alcohol, but that's it. I ain't never heard him do no drugs before. But, again, I don't really know these guys too well. So you guys let me know in the comments down below. You know what I mean? But let's get back into it. Cuba replies saying, with a laughing emoji, okay, meow meow, you should know better, but you caught up with the glitter and gold. I got you, though. Believe that, son. I'ma punish you better than that pun song. I'ma make the remix to this. It's gonna be called Tony Loves That Heroin Needle. He do shots every single day. Tony replies saying, oh, I use needles now? Try harder, yuck meth and herpes mouth. What's your cash app so I can help you out with a few dollars for your meds? And then Cuban said, it is time for you to collect my chain that crackhead took from you in Tremont. So 30 bands should cover it. But that's the punishment I'm handing you. I might just have that date with Tara and bring you out. I don't know what that means. That's a lot of background information. I'm not too caught up with that one. You know what I mean? People start going back and forth. More comments come in, you know, fans are getting into the conversation, and it looks like Tony stopped replying after that, but there is a couple comments from some fans. One from a guy named Life with Lou 13. He says, bro, you too old to be in people's comment sections talking about stuff in the past. Put that energy into some music, bro. And then another person said, I loved your stuff back in the day. Tone was okay, but it's okay for you both. But it's time for you both to give it up, to be honest. This is what I'm going to tell y'all. It is 2026. I already know you guys are not about to shake hands or hugs, apologize anytime soon. Probably never. I'll be honest with you. You guys been beefing forever at this point. I'll be surprised you guys even give you any type of props at this point, right? But what I will say is both of y'all are a part of Latino hip-hop history, whether you like it or not, right? You guys been a part of the ugly, the beautiful, and the punishing side of the history, right? Both of you guys have experienced how Latinos in hip-hop are treated. We are not given the same respect as, everybody else. You know what I mean? And I think you guys should settle it. Even if you guys don't like each other at the end, even if you guys don't hate it, I feel like you guys could settle it with not a handshake, not an apology, but both of you guys sign some waivers and go in the boxing gym and knock each other out. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I'll be ready to square up with anybody. I'll be ready to fight. Know what I mean? But that's the only way I see it getting done, man. Like, put the hands up, knock each other out, and keep it pushing. But that's me, though. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. It's been your boy, That Kid Shady. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Let's get it.